Stop recording button. Double tap to activate.
Hello, my yarn lovers, my crafty and creative people. You know what, we gotta talk about another yarn sale. As somebody who does yarn content here on the internet, I just love to help you find the sales, the deals, and the steals when it comes to yarn. So, this particular yarn sale is a summer clearance sale at Maxim. Now, this sale is going on through June 9th, 2025. And of course, you can always watch this video after June 9th, right? Because if you're like me, hey, every day is a good day to look at yarn. It's a good day to discover new yarn. It's a good day to see what companies have what. And then just look for a future sale if you miss the sale. Okay, now I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take yarn shopping advice from me. Shop responsibly. You should probably shop sober too. Okay, let's get the business out of the way. I am in no way affiliated with Maxim. I don't make any money off of this video. They didn't sponsor this video. They didn't ask me to make this video. They don't even know I'm making this video. They are not responsible for the content in this video. If I make a mistake, that's on me. I'm a human being. So because of that, I'm not going to give you the exact sale prices. I don't want to give anybody the wrong price and have them go to the website and be like, ooh, you know, she was 3 cents off. Yeah, she said it was $1.95 and it was $1.99. Okay, so we're not going to do that. But we are just going to look at some amazing yarn that's on sale. Okay, because we love yarn here. So if you're a returning viewer, you know I love to do yarn sales. You know I love to talk yarn. I love to knit. I love to crochet. And thank you so much for coming back always and checking out my yarn videos. And thank you for your patience while I briefly introduce myself to anybody who might be new. Hi, my name's May. I love yarn. I love to knit and crochet. Those are my hobbies. And yes, I am visually impaired. I was born this way. I am completely colorblind. So I'm going to do my very best to give you color info when I have it, but I might not know it. Okay? Okay. All right. So let's first talk about Maxim, by the way, carries yarn from a variety of companies, okay? So by no means am I going to show you every yarn that's on sale, because believe it or not, what? I don't own every yarn that's on sale there. Yeah. But you can find your line brand, you can find your bernat, you can find your premier. You can find yarn from many companies there. Your Red Heart, Super Saver, all the stuff. So first yarn we're going to talk about is the Premier Parfait Chunky. This is a number 6 super bulky yarn. It's 100% polyester. Now it is, these skeins are about 100, I want to say they're about 131 yards. They are like the velour. The Parfait Chunky is like the velour type yarns. They are very soft. They are machine washed. I'm going to say probably not. I don't know. I can't really read the package, but I'm guessing I probably would put these in the dryer. I don't remember for sure. But my guess is with the velours, you're going to want to lay flat to dry. But these are good for amigurumi, right? So you will get some really, this is the white. I know that I have some somewhere around here. What's this? Oh, there it is. Premier Chunky. I believe this is in the black too. I'm pretty sure these are great for plushies. Like that you can take an amigurumi. If you don't know yet, a lot of your amigurumi patterns that are written for like a size 4 weight yarn, like a 3mm hook, you can totally jumbo super size them on a number 6. And then if you're like me and you don't work so well with the tiny hooks, you can work them on a 4 or a 5mm hook. Now you'll definitely get a bigger plushie, right? So I'm pretty sure I got the black and the white. I was probably thinking that I needed a giant plushy penguin around here, or maybe a panda. I don't know for sure. And I'll be the first to tell you, amigurumi is not my strength, but I still try because it's fun. So definitely, that's a good deal right now. I believe that these are about under, I want to say they're under $6 a skein right now. I could be wrong, like I said, on these prices, but I believe they're under 6, and that's a pretty good deal for the parfait chunky. All right. What else? While we're talking about the parfait chunky, they also have the parfait fruits chunky on sale. Now these are so cute. In fact, you can see 2 examples behind me. This 6-pointed star blanket is in the color dragon fruit, and the parfait chunky fruits. And of course, Baxter, the big bad wolf bunny, is in the color blueberry and the parfait chunky fruits. These are so fun. The blankets, you can see, you're going to have a dark color, you're going to have a light color, and then you're going to have this like speckled section, which is like the seeds of their fruit. I think that's so cute and so cool. So the particular, see the dragon fruit behind me, blueberry, and then the one I still have in the skein is, I believe it's the color grape. So we got some nice purple going on there. And these, as you can tell from behind me, they are also great for these big plushies. They're going to be big, right? Baxter's a big boy with a big belly. And you're going to get some nice, soft, squishy blankets. Again, you are going to want to lay flat to dry, but I think these make great. I use 4 skeins for my blanket because it's made for me. But I got the pattern off Sarah Satch Crochet. She used 2 and made it like a little tummy time mat for a baby. I think 2 of these big cakes. These cakes are something like 262 yards. That is a lot of yarn for the super bulkies, okay? It just is. And so you could make a small little play mat for a toddler with these. That would be so cute, so soft, so fun. Okay. What else? Okay, let's talk about, this is the Karen Simply Soft Party. Ooh, yeah, this is fun, 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 okay? This is a number 4 acrylic yarn. It is, it's got some sparkle, right? Because it's the party. That's how it's different from your regular old Karen Simply Soft. It's the party because it got some bling, it got some sparkle, and this particular color is the color fuchsia. You know, some glittery sparkly yarns, you can really feel the glitter and it can be a little bit scratchy. I think this one's only about 1% of the glitter, the polyester glitter. Now, you know, the more sparkly your yarn is, it's probably going to be more likely to be more scratchy. So this Simply Soft is sparkly. It's got some glimmer. It's got some shine. But it's definitely not super scratchy. So it's not super sparkly. I do like it though. I think this is one that you can, because it's a Simply Soft, it's still soft enough to wear against your skin. So I would even make garments. I think you can make a really nice shrug, sweaters, and scarves out of this. But I would even make a garment out of this. I might even make a skirt out of this or something, or a cardi or something like that. I got the fuchsia. I don't know what I was planning with it yet, but I definitely liked it. And I believe, let's see, I think we also have some of that in the white too. Yeah, we got some in the white too. You just know that would make a beautiful little wintry set, right? Like a scarf and a hat, some fingerless gloves or something in the white. Or of course a great Christmas project. You could get it in red and you can make like a little coat or something and then trim it with the white. You could do your Santa hats. You could do your Christmas stockings in the red and the white with the sparkle. How fun. Yeah. Let's see. What else is on sale? What else did I bring? Okay, let's talk about, what's this? Let's talk about the Premier Basics Shimmer. Premier Basics Shimmer is also a number 4. I would guess you probably want to go with the Karen. I would guess that you want to go with about a 5. Most of these, let's see, we got the fuchsia open, so we can actually look at that. You can see that, and you can see that is, I would say that is a number 4. I would say it's a good solid regular old medium number 4, right? It's not too thin, it's not on the heavy side, it's just an average number 4. Okay, and I would say that you probably want to use probably about a 5mm hook and 5mm needle, but you know, those are just kind of suggestions in my books. I love to play around with hook and needle size. And we have the Premier Basic Shimmer. I have it in the white. I think this comes in some other variegated shades as well. And the shimmer, of course, has the glitter. It is a number 4 acrylic. And again, it does have a little bit, this one might have a little bit more of the sparkle to it, right? I think it's probably about a 97% acrylic and about 3% polyester. I believe these skeins are about 216 yards, if I recall. You can definitely get some nice, fun holiday shades. You just know I love to bring the bling when it comes to yarn. You can tell that, right? I love fun, sparkly yarn. Before I forget, I was going to let you take a look at the size of the Parfait Chunky Fruits. You can look at that. That is a number 6. It is a nice, it's a nice super bulky. I've seen super bulkies bigger. I've certainly seen super bulkies smaller. So, but I would call that a super bulky. Yeah, of course, you get your hands on them and you decide for yourself what size hook, needle, right? Play with it depending on your tension, of course. That can make a big difference. So let's also, let's see what else did I bring here to talk about. Well, you can get your bernat. You can get your bernat softee baby. This is a number 3 DK acrylic yarn. These skeins are over 300, I think they're about 340, maybe 320 yards if I recall. I can't remember for sure, but they are in DK weight. I would say probably about the 5 to 7 size knitting needle. These are machine washable and dryable. When they call them baby, they are meant for babies. It is a good, I think this is a really nice soft acrylic. I honestly can't remember what colors I have here. I know one of these is probably white and maybe some pinks, but I can't tell you for sure if they're all white or if they're off-white or if they're pink or what we got going on. But this is definitely a nice, soft baby yarn. I would definitely say you could make some nice baby blankets out of this stuff. Some baby sweaters, baby hats, baby booties, all the fun baby stuff, soft to the skin and machine washable. I like to have a little bit of that on hand for those baby giving occasions, right? You know that if you're on my channel, I like to keep baby yarns around so I can always have gifts to give away to people. And I don't know, did we talk about the, I don't know that we did. Let's talk about a Mary Maxim because the sale is at Mary Maxim. We actually have one of their house yarns, the Glimmer, on sale. This is also an acrylic and polyester. It's another sparkly yarn. Wouldn't you know it? I would have more sparkly yarn. This is in the red. This one I would definitely say has probably a little bit more of the sparkle. Like you can feel the sparkle in this one a little bit more. It might look a little more shiny to you, a little bit more shimmery. I think it's a nice thick number 4. I wouldn't call it a heavy number 4, but it is nice and thick for sure. And I'm guessing you can see all the sparkle and the shine on that. I would say this is probably a size 5. I would go with the 5mm needle and hook. Sometimes they'll recommend just a slightly bigger crochet hook, right? Sometimes they'll say like a 5mm knitting needle and a 5.5mm crochet hook, somewhere around in there. So that is also on sale at Mary Maxim. And let's talk about the Premier Home Cotton. You can get your Premier Home Cotton cones on sale right now. And Premier Home Cotton is 85%. It's 85% cotton and it's 15% polyester. Now they have both the individual skeins on sale. This is the Christmas green, and then of course you can get the cones. They're also on sale. The individual skeins are about, for the regular just plain colors, they're 131 yards. They do also have it in stripes and multis. Those are less yardage, and that's pretty typical with most of your yarn companies. You're gonna get less yardage with the multis. These little 131 yard skeins right now, they're less than $2. I think they're like $1.75 or $1.72 or something. A really amazing price right now. So if you are somebody that likes to knit or crochet cotton soap sacks for charity, this is a really, really great time. Right under $2 a skein. I would say you could probably get 2 soap sacks per skein, I would guess. I know I've gotten one and had some left over for sure. So can you quite get 2? I don't know, but I think it's a good price if you're doing it for charity. It is machine wash and dryable, so these are great. They're also a great summer project, right? If you're somebody that maybe you don't have AC, you don't want a big blanket in your life, you could, these little soap sacks are just a great, if it's like really hot and muggy, you can just sit and work on a soap sack and not have a big project across your lap. So that's always a nice thing to consider. Homeless shelters, churches, all kinds of places take those as donations. So if you want to do that, and of course you can get the big cones. These big cones are the same. 85% cotton, 15% polyester. These are 700 yards and they are around $10 right now, just under $10 for 700 yards. I have mine in the cranberry. I do think the cranberry is a beautiful, beautiful color for your holiday projects. You will see some of that in an upcoming video because I just had to get my crochet hook out and start working with this yarn. So you will see that soon enough. But if you're looking for a pretty holiday yarn, for a pretty color, for dish towels, hand towels, holiday doilies, placemats, and you like the cranberry color, I do think it's pretty. I think it is good for knitting, and you'll hear my opinion about it for crochet in the future. But there is that. Okay, they also have, if you like other of your kitchen home cotton, they have the Lily's Sugar and Cream on sale right now. This is also a number 4. You know, Lily's Sugar and Cream, it's definitely a bit of a rougher one. It's a bit thicker, right? You can look at that compared to the Premier Home Cotton. It's a little thicker. It's a little bit rougher for sure. But it softens up over time. If you wash the Lily's Sugar and Cream, it does get softer and softer. These are, I want to say they're less than $3 right now for a skein. I have this one in the red, and I have the white. I thought I had the yellow around here somewhere. Cannot presently find it, but you can get your Lily's Sugar and Cream. And right now they got the Karen 1 pound. This is in sky blue. This is your number 400% acrylic machine wash and dry. This is also a great baby yarn. These skeins are, I don't remember. They're under 900 yards. They're somewhere between the 800 and 900 yardage. And I can knit an entire baby blanket with one of these. And I'm guessing, I've never crocheted a baby blanket with it, but I'm guessing you can, okay? And so I know crochet is more of a yarn eater than knitting, right? Knitting, you can make your yarn go further. Crochet, it takes up more yarn. But I would guess that with 800 to 900 yards, you could still get an entire baby blanket. These are about, I think they're $8.99 right now. They're about $9 in there. So when you think about it again, if you like to do charity knitting, if you like to have baby blankets around to give out, this is a great time to do that. When you think about that, $9 for a handmade machine wash baby blanket, that's a pretty good deal, I think. So I've made several baby blankets. I just give them away, and I would say this is a yarn that you would want to again use probably about that 5 millimeter. It's thick. It's a thicker. Let's look at that. Okay, this is a thicker number 4. I still wouldn't necessarily call it a heavy number 4, but I would definitely say it's on the thicker side of a number 4. So you're going to get a nice thick blanket. And of course, if you like to do, you know, with the Care in 1 pound, even if you like to do adult size blankets, if you like to do lap gowns for charity, like nursing homes, right? Nursing homes like to have lap gowns. You can even do for hospitals, for programs for sick children.
Llama Mama Kayla. Crochet Market Booth asterisk pricing items asterisk Big Daddy being bad asterisk amigurumi.
And sorry, if you don't know yet, I am visually impaired and I do use a screen reader. That's how I access the internet. My phone reads stuff out loud to me, notifications. And so guess what? It just talks away and reads me things. So that's all that is. You're going to hear it in the background of my videos. But if you like to do, if you're not even that into people, but maybe you want to make some blankets for pets or something, you know, this is a great sort of one of these workhorse. The Care in 1 pound are sort of like your workhorse, especially if you like to do charity type stuff. I think $9 for a blanket is a really good deal right now. So we will put that aside. And now let's talk about some more of your Premier. They actually have your Premier fruit sock yarn on sale right now. So this is a number 1 fingering weight sock yarn. It's pretty thin, right? If you look at it, that's definitely a thin. I knit socks with number 1 weight yarns. Well, I have yet to crochet socks with a number 1 weight yarn. I'll just be real with you. I haven't done it yet. This is a acrylic. It's about 235, maybe 236 yards, something like that per skein. I think they're about $2.99 right now, right around that $3 range. That's pretty good. So, you know, depending on how big you like your socks, I usually try to get 2 when I make socks, even though you probably could get 1 pair of the shorter socks. I like the, you know, ankle socks or the footy, depending on the person you're making them for, right? If you're making children's socks, for sure, I think you can get 2. I like longer socks, so I tend to get 2 skeins of yarn, even for sock yarn. I would say about a size 2 knitting needle on these, and I have the strawberry, and I have the watermelon. How fun is that? These are like reds and whites. I think a little green, some fun, some summer. I think the strawberry's got green in it. Maybe a little bit of yellow. I'm not sure. But these are beautiful colors. They are, I think they're about 93% acrylic, and then something called like PBT or something like that, which is something for durability, strength, elasticity. It does have some elasticity. That's nice to see. They are machine washable, right? We want that with our socks. So, but there's no animal fiber in this. So if you've got allergies to animal fibers and wools, and you know you tend to stay away from a lot of the sock yarns, this could be a good alternative. And it is a really soft acrylic. I'll just be honest with you. Premier does seem to make some nice soft acrylics. So that is nice, because I felt some acrylics that I wouldn't wear as socks, okay? So I've been really hesitant to buy acrylic sock yarn in the past. But, yeah. But I think that's got potential for sure. So, what else? What else? What else? Let's look at the Puzzle Shimmer. Premier Puzzle Shimmer. These are some nice hefty skeins. These are 246 yards. Here you go. You can take a look at it. This is a number 5 weight yarn. It's some shimmer. So we got some glitter, we got some bling, we got some sparkle, and some shine. Yeah, we do. I got the Jack's shimmer, which is sort of a white and grayish. I got the maize, which if you're colorblind like me, you want to know the maize is green. Yeah, I always think maize is yellow, like corn. Yeah, it was totally news to me when I found out that the maize was green, and I learned that from Glenda at Creative Grandma. She was the person who said that the maize is green, and she, of course, does have a free YouTube tutorial for a blanket that is made with the Premier Puzzle Shimmer in the Jacks, in the maize, and the checkers, which is red. I'm so glad she described all these colors to me. And I, of course, got a 3-pack in all 3 colors. That's 9 skeins of yarn. And you can make her Christmas afghan with that. Yeah, you know that's why I bought this yarn. I'm so looking forward to working that up. Okay. And what else? What else? Oh, that's more of the puzzle shimmer. Okay. What else is on sale? I think I've showed you just about everything that I have that's available on sale right now, except for, let's talk about the Premier Basics. Okay, this is your Premier Basics Bulky. This is a number 500% acrylic. It's 100% acrylic. I try to remember if this is anti-pilling or not, and I don't know for sure. It is about 117 yards. I know it's machine wash, tumble dry, low. I cannot remember specifically if this is the anti-pilling or not, but they do have their Premier Everyday Bulky in the anti-pilling. They're calling this a number 6. I don't know if I'd call it a number 6. It's right on that edge between a 5 and a 6. That is also on sale, also machine washable. I have yet to work with anti-pilling acrylics, but I definitely bought the Premier anti-pilling specifically so I could try it out, wash it, see how it holds up over time. So, as I said, you can also get your Red Heart, you can get your Lion Brand. I do have a lot of Lion Brand yarn in the house, but I didn't see anything on a sale that I had in the house immediately that I could get my hands on and show you. And I definitely want to get this video out because the sale is this weekend and it's only for a few days. So I am going to do my best to get a link directly to the sale in the description box. My friends, happy shopping, have fun, shop responsibly, happy stitching, happy crafting. And, you know, Mary Maxim also has a lot of other fun crafts if you like latch hook or sewing, or if you just like puzzles or anything like that. Mary Maxim is a great place to get all of those sort of crafty hobby needs, all that shopping in at Mary Maxim. Okay, my friends, well, thank you so much for checking out this video, and remember, the sale ends on June 9th, 2025. And as always, thank you so much for listening. Until next time, my friends, bye-bye for now.
Pause.